Hello everyone and welcome back to the internet's best reactions. Today we're talking about the Brazilian Grand Prix, a track that is absolutely fantastic. It almost always delivers. Did it deliver this year? Yes it did. Let's get into your reactions. Start of the race. The first thing to mention was that the Ferraris were not quick, and it was very obvious that a certain Red Bull was. @_blankwalls when the Red Bulls suddenly have pace. I know, I couldn't believe it. Verstappen was interviewed before the race and was, saying, will you be able to, challenge for the victory? And he's like, that's going to be difficult to undercut 4 other cars, and he's kind of playing it down. But my God, was he quick? Renault may have featured a lot for our social media team championship, and they featured a lot in lap 1 as well, @Nadim K9 Kanan. That Renault battle though, my goodness me, they were side by side. Sainz swerves over, no Hulkenberg, but Hulkenberg goes up the inside. Great little battle from those two. Unfortunately, Hulkenberg didn't finish, but it was nice to see. Well, I don't know, was it nice? It was a bit off. It was a bit like, Sainz was, and it was a bit like, but it was good racing. Yeah, it was all right. What I found funny at the start of the race was @Painted Luck said Sainz and Hulkenberg should get in a boxing ring. Can you think of 2 others that might want to get into a boxing ring? Now, Marcus Ericsson had an absolutely fantastic qualifying. He out-qualified Leclerc, was 6th on the grid, the highest he's ever started, and it was looking great going into Sunday. Unfortunately, everything that could have possibly gone wrong did. @Miles_Crozier4, live scenes of Marcus Ericsson. He made contact with the Haas at the start of the race, and then his car just decided to dismantle itself over the course of the next few laps, and then he was spinning sort of lap 20 or something. It was game over. Sorry, Marcus. It was all looking so great. Now, over the course of the season, the Red Bull has not been known for its straight line speed. So going into this race, we didn't think maybe Max didn't think he'd be able to make too many positions up because of his straight line speed. However, @Painted Black, wait. Oh, it's Painted Luck. Now it's Painted Black. What are the odds? However, @Painted Black, Max versus Bottas, he just absolutely stormed through. He absolutely flew through the field. Mercedes, what? Give me that DRS. Done. Now, after Verstappen got through, Bottas was looking pretty vulnerable. The Ferraris were getting quicker on their harder compounds, which take a little bit longer to, warm up and get quick. @DavB040703. Actual footage of Bottas, who already let Verstappen through and now trying to hold back the rest of the field. He was struggling. Bottas was nowhere. Where has he been these last few races / half a season? God, take me back to the start of the season where I was going, Bottas could win this championship. How stupid do I look now, Valtteri? Think of my image. @RobertR99UK sums up Bottas's race completely. Bottas right now, and throughout the whole race and throughout the whole season. Now, although Bottas was struggling, there was a great battle between himself and Kimi Raikkonen, the 2 Finns, @Nohas9612. The Finns battling for 3rd. It was good. It was decent. There was so much close racing throughout the Brazilian Grand Prix. Like, the cars could actually follow. I feel like the new regulations have come in already and no one's told us. Now, you know how I mentioned Marcus Ericsson? Lap 21, @MattSimpson99. Update on Ericsson's race. It was all over. Lap 21 was when it all died. Just go home. Sorry, Marcus. Now, this tweet I could relate to, @EdwinV85. When you see it's Ericsson retiring and not Leclerc, I do feel bad for Marcus, but I was also very happy it wasn't Leclerc retiring. Does that make me a bad person? Probably. Now, I'm glad some of you realised how incredible the Ferrari pit crew were during the race. Some people missed it. @SwiftSambi, Ferrari pit stop, 1.9 seconds. Apparently even maybe 1.8 according to Ferrari. Any good? And we actually have a live action replay of the Vettel pit stop coming in from @Marcus Cowie. @Omar Spen, Leclerc is P4 and Matt goes wild. I was going wild, although I knew he had to stop, but Leclerc had a great race. He absolutely smashed it. That's it, that's the end of the fanboy. No more fanboy, I promise, no more fanboy, I'm sorry. For the second time in 3 races, we saw something I don't think we've ever seen before. @Lara_SWFC, Vettel getting told to let Kimi through. I enjoyed watching that. With Hamilton pitting at around lap 20 to go on the medium compound tyres because he was struggling on the super softs, Verstappen carried on for another 10, 15 laps and then came into the pits, put on the soft tyres, and there was only 4 to 5 seconds behind him coming out the pits. And then we had the battle. Well, it wasn't really a battle, was it? @Flavel_Ollie, Max passes Lewis. Lewis fans look up rain dancing rituals. Yeah, because it looked game over, didn't it? It looked game over. Verstappen was pulling away. Didn't need rain though, did you guys? Lewis Hamilton fans out there? You needed Ocon. Which brings me beautifully onto my next tweet. At Ponton Matthew, Verstappen's feelings towards Ocon. Now, I'm going to put my phone away whilst we talk about this. Get up my Verstappen shield of fans out there who will probably hate me for saying that I think it was as much Verstappen's fault as Ocon's. There, I said it. Verstappen was stupid for having to defend. Like, I don't know why. He was pulling away over a second a lap. He was absolutely fine and dandy. And then obviously Ocon was a little bit, Ocon was stupid to try and go for the move, but then Verstappen just turned in like he wasn't there. He would have seen him on his outside into turn one. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. In fact, I quit, okay? Because I'm leaving social media, I'm leaving WTF1. It's been a pleasure. I will be found dead. Goodbye.
Hello, welcome to Internet Best Reactions.
Get out, go on. But yeah, to sum up, I think it was a 50-50. Verstappen shouldn't have been so aggressive into turn two, just giving him a bit more leeway, and Ocon should definitely not have gone to try and overtake the race leader. It's 50-50. The stewards didn't think so though, did they? 10-second stop and go penalty. It's fair enough though, he took out the leader. Now this tweet summed my face up throughout most, if not the entirety of the race, at the Manuel Jose _, watching the race like. Now with Ocon crashing into Verstappen, we had every single person going into their mother's kitchen cupboard, finding their tin foil and wrapping it round themselves. Why? Why are you saying that Ocon actually meant to do this? At Xavier06300. Of course Ocon, with two C's, why would you spell it right? Mercedes driver, in brackets, nice, just crashed Verstappen, just saying. If you genuinely feel that way, I feel sorry for you. To sum up my feelings on the Ocon-Verstappen incident, at Jesse _Donahue does it perfectly. I love Ocon, but that was very stupid. It was stupid. Why would you, yeah. I'm not gonna get into it anymore. I'm sure there'll be fire in the comment section below. Let me know your opinions, because I can't wait to read them. A man that was very much on form, and I'm not talking about Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton. I'm talking about Guido van der Garde. Need I say more? F1.madness on Instagram. That is actually how I feel quite a lot about this incident. As much as, Ocon was very much at fault, as well as Max, they were both at fault. That's how I feel right now. Oh, I'll protect you, Esteban. I won't, I'm sorry. The internet will kill you. It won't kill you, it will hurt you. No, it won't hurt you, it will just ignore them, mute them, block them. Cool. Now, all this talk of Max Verstappen's incredible drive, we haven't really spoken about Daniel Ricciardo. Lean Mix 1 on Instagram. Waiter, here's the steak. Rare like you wanted. Ricciardo, wow, that's really rare. It's bad, but it's really good. It's good. I like it. Okay, social media team championship time.
Yeah.
Social media team championship time, and with this being the penultimate race, every point matters. And this is the point where I need to also announce that the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix will feature double points. I want fireworks right now. Fireworks going off. I know. It's still up for grabs, or is it? Will Renault clinch it right now? Let's get into it. In third place, Renault Sport F1, which becomes 13th once again as Carlos overtakes Ocon without playing bumper cars. That's savage. And also it's a Mr. Bean gift, so it wins well, it doesn't win, it gets third, but good work, Renault. That's 1 point for Renault. In second place, Racing Point Force India. Listen, mate, the fact Renault Sport F1 and us are besties doesn't mean you have to start replying to your own tweets. We're all here for you. That was when Mercedes did a tweet and then replied to themselves with a GIF. That's 2 points for Force India. And finally, the winners of the Social Media Team Championship for the Brazilian Grand Prix are Mercedes AMG F1, when Daniel Ricciardo steals your phone again. I mean, that video is top quality. That would win any week of the Social Media Team Championship. Having Daniel Ricciardo on your Twitter and Instagram, love it. That's 3 points for Mercedes. Now what that means is that Mercedes winning this week are 5 points behind Renault going into the final Abu Dhabi Grand Prix double points finale, which means Mercedes need to finish first in the final Grand Prix with Renault not scoring. Will they do it? Find out in 2 weeks' time. Now I had a few tweets saying that this needs to be an honourable mention, so I will put it in. At Patronus_Motorsports, breaking Wally lost his body. If found, please return to Mercedes. That doesn't count for a Mercedes point, by the way. But good job, Patronus, but you're not a team, so you don't get any points, I'm sorry. But good one.
And now it's time for Race! Rundown with your host, Matthew Gallagher.
Penultimate race rundown of the series. Here we go. The finishers of the Brazilian Grand Prix were Hamilton, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Bottas, Vettel, Leclerc. Wow, there's 18 finishers. Oh, God. We're gonna be here a while. Hamilton, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Bottas, Vettel, Leclerc, Grosjean, Magnussen, Perez, Hartley, Sainz, Gasly, Hamilton. It's Van Dorn every time.
Stop going up in your voice.
Hamilton, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, Bottas, Vettel, Leclerc, Grosjean, Magnussen, Perez, Hartley, Sainz, Gasly, Van Dorn, Ocon, Schwarzenegger, Alonso, Stroll.
Sorry.
Oh my God, the first time without doing the. Thanks, Sally.
No worries.
And the non-finishers were Hulk Magnussen. And that is it for the internet's best reactions to the Brazilian Grand Prix. Up there with one of the best races of the season. Where would you rate it? How would you rate it? Out of 10, give it to me right now in the comment section below. If you want to feature next time, use the hashtag WTF1 on Twitter and Instagram. And that is it. If you want to watch another video, click here. If you want to subscribe, click here. If you want to go to our WTF1 shop, which is new, it's got brand new merch, click right here. I'm Matt with WTF1, and we'll see you in Abu Dhabi. We're going to be in Abu Dhabi. See you in Abu Dhabi. I'm going to be in Abu Dhabi. Enjoy it. Bye.